Hey, what's up, y'all? So I have officially finished all of my bench space in the shop, which is fantastic. And I've got some shelving to do. I'm gonna stick these guys in some type of filing system on the wall up there. And then I got some shelves to go up here. But more excitingly, I have got a little audio testing bench that I want to build, and I'm not going to go into the details on exactly what we're doing with it. You'll kind of see how we use it as we get into using it once it's built. So let's take a look at that real quick, because I'm starting to plan that guy out ever so slowly in between getting ready for another build. But let's take a look at this audio test bench that I've been planning on doing for the longest time. And I've finally got most of the pieces together in order to do that. So let's check this out real quick. All right, so like I said, super excited for this. I'm not going to go into the details again of exactly how we're using it or what we're doing with it. As we get to, I guess, using this bench, we'll go into a little bit more depth then. So for my amps for our test bench, we decided to go with two of the CT Sounds M series amps. You cannot buy these brand new anymore. I bought both of these used. They were a very limited run, and you could somewhat say that they're kind of rare. There's not a lot of guys out there that will have both of these. The 750.1 is probably a little bit more common. I think CT may still have a few of these guys available via eBay only to sell, but the 75.4, this guy here is a little bit more rare. So I was very excited to pick up really good deals on both of these guys, especially the 750, because this guy was brand new. As you can see, I pulled him straight out of the box, and it had been sitting in someone's closet for a very long time. Interesting fact about these M series amps is that they make rated power at 12.4 volts, I believe. Can't remember off the top of my head. Let's see. Yep, 1 ohm stable at 12.8 volts. So yeah, they make rated power at a much lower voltage. So considering that these guys are going to be on a bank and no alternator behind them, these were perfect for my test bench. All right, so head unit receiver, I had some boxes that I needed to tick for it to be efficient and functional on my test bench. So some of those things were going to be, so number one, I wanted a single DIN. Number two is I wanted a single DIN that's well known for a really nice, clean, great output signal for the amps. I believe these Kenwood Exelons generally have a 4 volt plus confirmed signal, which is just perfect for what I'm going to use it for. And then I had some other boxes that really needed to tick. So number one was going to be access to a CD player. It's probably going to be the least thing that I use in here, but I wanted that option just in case I want to check anything. And then number two was it needed to have a USB and AUX input, which this guy also has. And then the big one is it needed to have a remote control. So I'll get more into that a little bit later on. But this Kenwood X597 was a perfect, I guess, match for what I needed. And I managed to pick this guy up on eBay for about, I think it was about 60 bucks, including shipping, which obviously it's used. But it looks to, just based on, I guess, the wiring job, it looks like whoever had this in their vehicle took some time and cared for their gear. So I look forward to seeing how this guy performed. And then for power distribution, I've been looking at this thing for a while. So this is from Glow Voltage. They call this distribution block the mother block. And let me tell you, for 20 bucks, Lord have mercy, this thing is sweet for 20 bucks. So it's a 4-post mini A&L fuse holder / distribution block. Basically you have a 1 org power and ground come in from this side, and then you've got 4 mini A&L power and ground outputs to come out. So this guy's going to be really good because I'm going to run obviously the amps and then power up to the head unit, and we might throw some LEDs in here while we're at it. But this just made sense to me, and I've been wanting to get my hands on one, and now that I have, I'm thinking about where else can I use something like this on other builds, because this guy here, the quality is fantastic. This cover is nice, heavy and thick. It doesn't look like it's gonna scratch easy or break easy, and just the quality of this guy is fantastic for 20 bucks, let me tell you. So yep, we're gonna fix this guy in. I've got some bigger fuses coming obviously for these guys, and this should work really well. I'm wondering if maybe Seth or someone from Glow can chime in a little bit here and explain to me, is this something that you guys send out a lot for maybe your LEDs via Glow Industries? I don't know if you know, but Glow Voltage also have another company which is where they started, which is Glow Industries, and they possibly have some of the best LED lighting solutions in the world. I have not really ever seen anything quite as intense as the LED setups that they've been doing for cars for quite some years now. So that is super sweet, and it's going to look fantastic mounted up here once we get this guy finished up and painted, ready to mount on the wall. And then last but not least, we have, well, what we're going to do is I've got a spare set of Il Customs 48 amp hour headway bars that I've had in the shop for a minute. So I'm probably going to end up building a bank because it just kind of fits into the panel quite well. I'll have to build a little shelf for these guys, but we're going to end up building a bank with these distribution bars, and I'm most likely going to build another Glow cylinder cell bank for those that haven't seen one of these guys just yet. And I got this one set up here, and this one's actually going into our big build on the C63 show car. So I'm going to build a slightly smaller one for the bench with the spare bars that I got, and that will cover my power supply, which will be fantastic. And then obviously we'll have the voltmeter for the amps set up with the base knob below, and then we'll kind of just monitor. I may actually stick a battery monitor on these guys, one of the ones that we usually use in the shop, but we'll see how we go when we get to that part. My primary goal right now is going to be boxing this up. I got a switch panel that's going to go above it as well. I haven't got that switch panel just yet. Boxing it up with the switch panel, just getting everything mounted into the places that it's going to go, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and get it painted and positioned on the wall and mounted so I can start to fix everything back. But yep, that's it. That's my audio test bench for the shop. Can't wait to see this come together. Once it does, I'll share a little bit more, and we'll do some shop demos with it, just so you guys can see how it turns out in the end. Peace, y'all.